Hello people. Today we're going to talk about the GT27 and E27 series pistols manufactured by Tanfoglio. This first variation we have, made by Tanfoglio in Italy. This is the GT27 in 25ACP. It's a basic blowback operated automatic pistol. When these pistols first came out in 1962, they were made with a quality steel frame that matched the quality of the steel that was in the slide. But this is a later variation made with a cheaper material called Zamac. Many of you are already familiar with what Zamac is. It's what they use to make Hot Wheels and Matchbox and My Favorite Airplanes by Zymax.
Let me see that weapon.
Zamac is basically a zinc alloy comprised of aluminum, magnesium, and copper. So needless to say, these frames are a lot less expensive. The material is very soft, and when it wears out, there's really nothing to do to repair it. So I'm going to show you quickly how to disassemble this gun. First, notice the end of the slide and how cleanly fit the guide rod is to the end of the slide. So the first thing we want to do is remove the magazine and check the chamber to make sure it's unloaded. Next, move the safety lever over to safe, and then pull the slide to the rear as far as you can and lift up on the slide. And that's it. It's pretty simple. And this is what I want to show you. This is a really simple guide rod system. Guide rod is one piece, and then it's two pieces that are screwed together, but it doesn't come apart. And then you've got your recoil spring, which I just dropped. So if you need to change this recoil spring, it makes it very simple. So let's go ahead and put this back together. All right, now this next variation is the exact same pistol, but this is called the Titan, and specifically it's called the E27, but you won't see E27 anywhere on this pistol, and you're not going to see the Tanfoglio name, although Tanfoglio manufactured these parts. So after 1968, the U.S. put a restriction on little pocket guns being imported into the United States. So Tanfoglio manufactured these parts, shipped them into FIE in Florida, and FIE employees assembled these pistols on frames manufactured here in the US. Same Zamac frame, but there is a little bit of a difference. And I'm going to show you what that is here. Well, first notice when the selector switch is on fire, the guide rod protrudes a significant distance out the end of the slide, and you've got this sharp lip. All right. That's what I wanted you to see. This guide rod is captured, so there's really no good way to change this spring without really manipulating these parts. So that's the big difference between these two guns, other than the markings on the frame and slide are very different. Come on, get in there. that guide rod. And then notice the profile of the frame. Got a very different trigger guard. Front trigger guard is very different. But it's the same grips, the same slide. I would bet to say that these are probably interchangeable. Selector switch is interchangeable. All these parts are probably interchangeable, including the guide rods. And here is a little box of ammunition. I've had in my gun collection. And since we're talking about 25s, I'll probably never have this opportunity again, so I'm going to show you my 25ACP collection. These are actually the first 2 rounds I ever collected when I was, gosh, I was probably 6 or 7 years old. But it's this one right here I want you to see. Winchester Repeating Arms Company, 25 Auto. Notice the diameter of the primer. It's very large. And then we've got these Remington UMCs with the U on the primer. And then here's a United States Cartridge Company with the US on the primer. Those are neat. Here's a dummy round for a gunsmith or an armor. That's marked FN. There it is. Thanks for watching, people. Make it a great day.